What if an ancient secret, known for millennia, is now being proven by science to powerfully boost your brain and body?
That's exactly what we're digging into today with spirulina. It's this fascinating blue-green organism.
Yes, and we've got quite the collection of sources from you, our listeners' articles, research notes, studies.
Our goal is really to unpack what these tell us about spirulina, its history, the benefits everyone talks about, and what modern science actually says.
Okay, so looking through this material, the term superfood comes up again and again, a real nutritional heavyweight.
Absolutely. The sources consistently point to it being packed with protein, heaps of vitamins like B vitamins, vitamin K, and essential minerals.
Things like zinc, magnesium, highly bioavailable iron, which is often hard to get, plus high calcium levels.
And that's not all. They also highlight antioxidants, chlorophyll, GLA, even omega-3 fatty acids. It's quite the list.
A very dense profile, like nature's multivitamin, almost.
And what's really striking is that this isn't some recent discovery.
No, not at all. The sources transport us way back. You can almost picture the Aztecs centuries ago harvesting something called tequitlatl from Lake Texcoco.
That was spirulina. And for them, it wasn't just sustenance. It held real significance.
They saw it as sacred, right? Fuel for their warriors, their legendary long-distance runners.
Exactly. There was this intuitive understanding that it provided energy, stamina, maybe even mental resilience or focus. Ancient wisdom, really.
Wisdom that was nearly lost, the sources suggest, after the Spanish conquest, when the lake was drained.
It faded from prominence, which makes its resurgence now through science so interesting.
So fast forward to today, science is catching up, essentially validating what the Aztecs seemed to know instinctively.
That's where the research gets specific. For brain health, the sources really focus on compounds like phycocyanin.
Phycocyanin, that's the blue pigment.
That's the one. It acts as a very powerful antioxidant and anti-inflammatory within the body. And critically, studies show it can cross the blood-brain barrier.
Meaning it can actually get into the brain to work directly on the cells.
Precisely. And the effects noted in the research are pretty remarkable. There's talk about boosting BDNF.
BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor. People sometimes call it brain fertilizer, right?
Yeah.
For neurogenesis.
Sources cite studies showing spirulina increases BDNF levels.
And tangible results, like memory improvements.
Yes, one trial mentioned showed a significant memory recall boost, around 40%. Research also points to reduced oxidative damage in the brain.
And potentially even impacting things like amyloid plaques, the ones associated with Alzheimer's.
There's research exploring that connection, yes. It seems to support the brain's overall plasticity, its ability to adapt, learn, and regenerate.
Helping the brain maintain itself, essentially. That's huge. What about other areas? Did the sources touch on detoxification?
They did. Several sources highlight spirulina's ability to bind with heavy metals, things like arsenic, mercury, helping your body eliminate them.
I remember seeing a mention of a study, was it with children in Mexico?
That's right, showing it helped lower arsenic levels. And the chlorophyll content is mentioned too, not just for detox, but potentially offering some protection against radiation exposure.
And with such a rich nutrient profile, I assume there's an impact on energy and focus.
Definitely. The B vitamins, the bioavailable iron for oxygen delivery, amino acids like tyrosine, they all contribute.
Tyrosine supports neurotransmitters, doesn't it? Like dopamine.
Yes, supporting dopamine for focus and motivation, and also GABA for calmness. It helps mitochondria, your cellular power plants, function more efficiently too. So better energy, clear thinking, potentially better mood regulation.
The sources also briefly mentioned other areas, cholesterol levels, blood pressure, blood sugar balance, even liver health, and supporting a healthy gut microbiome. It seems quite far-reaching.
It does touch many systems, but there's an important caution raised in some of the research we reviewed.
Okay, what's that?
The potential for contamination. Because spirulina is often grown in open ponds, depending on the source and the environment, there's a risk of contamination with things like other algal toxins, or even the neurotoxin BMAA.
So quality control is absolutely essential.
Crucial. The studies emphasize this. You really need to trust your source and ensure rigorous testing is done.
That's a very important point.
Okay.
So pulling it all together, what's the big picture here?
It feels like a perfect example of ancient intuition meeting modern validation. The Aztecs understood its power through observation and experience.
And now, molecular research and clinical trials are explaining the how and why behind those benefits.
Exactly. It means this ancient food offers scientifically explored ways to support us against very modern problems: environmental toxins, stress, age-related cognitive decline.
It really bridges the gap, doesn't it? Ancient wisdom proving its relevance through the lens of modern science.
A powerful testament to its enduring value for health.
So from Aztec lakes to 21st century labs, spirulina stands out as this validated protector for brain and body.
It certainly makes you wonder, doesn't it? Considering this deep, ancient understanding of spirulina's benefits, what other profound health insights from traditional wisdom are just waiting for science to explore?